Okay, I think I'm ready to start. Hello, welcome back to another episode of GTNH. Man, I've been itching to play the pack. It's been a little bit. Been a pretty busy couple of days since the last episode. What's new? What new has happened? I last streamed on Saturday and it is now Tuesday, so that's a couple of days. And you know how it is. I forget everything what I did last episode, but I do remember what I did off camera. Just quick mentions. I did craft a bunch of crafting input buffers. We got 38 left. And speaking of crafting input buffers, I did set up the rest of the laser engraver. So this man is good to go. We even got all the way up to optically enriched crystalline boules. So every laser engraver recipe is there. And I also moved the fluid solidifier. I think I just built a new one. Yeah, this guy's decommissioned at this point. Nothing's really plugged into it. Oh, there's an extra crafting input buffer. Sweet. But I moved everything to this new one over here. And it is now also upgraded to UHV power as well. Oops. Actually, no, it's upgraded to UIV. That's right. I'm trying to give it more power because, yeah, this man is kind of slow. But it has all the recipes. He's pretty strong. And I also reminded myself to craft maintenance hatches so I don't run out of this for the episode, so we're good to go there. But anyways, just to share a little bit of what I did past couple of days and why it's been so busy. So Sunday, I pretty much decided to not stream on Sundays anymore because it's both to give myself kind of like a break. And by break, I really mean play more Minecraft because that's when I'm going to be recording Meatball Craft. So Meatball Craft will be making a more common return, I guess. And like how do I say it? Yeah, Meatball Craft will be coming back. I actually did post an episode yesterday as of recording this episode. So coming back, lots of community is involvement, things like that, and I'm glad to play it again. I've had the itch for a while. And then Monday, actually no, today's Wednesday, right? Oh man, I'm a day off. I streamed yesterday actually. Well, first of all, Monday I had some band practice for practicing for Christmas tunes coming up in mid-November. I'll try to record myself playing. It's gonna be pretty fun stuff. Tuesday morning was Veterans Day performance with the other band that I joined, so I was playing some music there. It was pretty fun. And then I got some chicken tenders after that. They call them wings. That's this popular place called Pluckers. Oh man, it's pretty good. Pluckers Wing Shop, something like that. I don't know, but it was really good. And then today, yesterday night, I streamed Stone Block 4, which is like completely random because I never play something like that, but the other Restless Club members set up that server, so I streamed the first episode. I'm not too sure about making it like posting content about it. It's probably just going to be like just a hangout for me, right? Less stress on everyone else though, but I'll still record and then hopefully post funny clips if I notice that. And then now it is today. GTNH, we're back to it. Yeah, it's been a couple of days, but let's get back into it. So we're still on the main goal of crafting the UHV capacitor. And this man it's getting cheaper. It really is. I think we had like 70 million crafting plan and it's down to 10. So one of the more expensive things was actually the amount of HV circuits we need. I think it's like nano processors, yeah. So we need like 200,000 or so. And I try to request 200,000 overnight and we can't. I mean, it can craft. We actually are able to craft it. It just actually took a while. So we only got 160,000 or so stored up. But that's a really big dent. And I found out that there is I guess I can show you guys whenever I craft the nano processors. It's not really a priority right now because this is an overnight craft, right? And let's say I try to craft 10,000 of them. Like we have everything for it. So it gets put into this machine, and you'll see here that it's crafting, but there's delays, which means it's not getting the items fast enough. And I don't know how to deal with that. So we can't really put anything more than what it's asking for because of the platinum bolts. So we may have to do the this method over here in the advanced ass line using ME chests and stuff. That might be what I end up doing, and it should speed up the crafts. But again, it's not really a priority. I'll think about that. Because it's still crafting like a ton, right? So, and it's an overnight craft, and not really concerned about it. And so I'll come back to that as I need it. But pretty much everything here is going to be off camera crafting, and there's some things that I do want to tackle on camera, but most of it is off camera stuff. So I think what I want to do for today, what I'm thinking about, is get to work on Mark IV knack fuel. Because it's not that bad to craft it, honestly. Because pretty much everything here, we do get it from technically out of thin air. And then crafting it makes so much power, so we're completely fine with using it, right? The only thing is that we don't have how do you pronounce this? Praseodymium? Let me drink my water, I forgot. Yeah, praseodymium. And I got some pretty good advice. Probably the best way to deal with this is to just replicate it. Because one way to think about this is if you craft the praseodymium directly, it's used for power. So, and then if you replicate it with UU matter, it's really just spending a little bit of your power to get even more power. So it's power positive, so you might as well do it. That's kind of the advice that I got. But how do I replicate it? So I can either replicate the dust or what do you call it? The fluid cell. Which one's more power positive, or I guess that uses less UU matter. This one. Unless the only way to replicate it is through the dust form. That might be the case. So if I want to turn this into fluid, makes the data orb wet. Oh, you have to scan it. Okay. Okay, if you want to turn it into the fluid, we have to either throw it in a blast furnace and do that, but that's 2 steps, or alloy blast smelter. Which we now have a mega, so we might as well do this recipe. It's the same time, and you just get the fluid directly, so we'll do that. And again, this is going to be level maintained. So what I'm thinking is to have the praseodymium level maintained. And that's really going to be like the focus for today. Is most of it is just going to be setting up level maintaining shenanigans. It's actually what I named the episode on the stream, Maintaining Level Maintainers. Episode 262. Are we in 262? I hope. But that is the plan for today. So first step is to actually move our UU matter production, which is right here, and then just upgrade it with a lot of power. Oh, get me out of here. And then also controlling this with level emitter, because this is just nonstop producing UU matter. And like, do we really need more than 1 billion right now? Probably not. So this is just wasting power in other words, so I can reduce that as well. But I do want to move it, so I will. So let's do that. And I think I'm just going to rip it up. Yeah. Let me get another one first. So output hatch, it's just like that. Okay. So I'm going to give this a bunch of power because we are using this to make more power. UHV energy hatches, right? I'm going to give them one of each. And if I feel like I need more power, then I'll just do that. Also, what kind of energy hatch can I give this? I'm also going to need another one, so just craft one right now. There we go. Machine does not lose efficiency. Okay. Overclocked. And I know there's like a way to like make scrap and UU amplifier, but I hear that it's not really worth it. It's not worth the effort. So we'll make another one of those. It's ready. Okay, that wasn't too bad. That's the cheap part though. The expensive part of the containment casings, I remember. But I think we have another quantum anomaly somewhere in here for it. Yeah, we have one somewhere. We don't have arcanite, so make arcanite. I want to check it out. With the new fluid solidifier, we have even more space for ingots. Fluid shaper, ingot mold. Oh, look at that. So many spaces. Okay. Matter generation, whatever. 9. I believe that's all we need. Okay. So I'm pretty much just going to move this over there. All right. And then the matter manipulator, this thing is so good. Would move. Set. Mark cut. There. And then we would just move it over here. Well, do I need to? I mean, not really. I always forget. I gotta remind myself, this has power now, so I might as well just use it. So I will use it. Okay, yeah, you don't have to move. Never mind, never mind. We're just gonna add on to it. Yeah, we'll add on to it. Okay. So everything is being crafted. Raw Lapotronic crystals. This is being a little slow, and you should not be slow. The autoclave is a little slow, though. I haven't upgraded this thing in a while. Yeah, he's right there. Any machine that's in here is hilariously outdated and needs to be moved. So I'll do that whenever. Containment casing is gas line. Yep. $75. Okay. Okay, so I do want to turn all of these on with a single level emitter. Yeah. ME fluid level emitter. Then redstone receivers. Internal. I want 4 of you. They're still all going to be connected to that, and this way I can save my channels. So how many channels do you have over here? 25 channels. I have been removing things, so it should be good. Okay, so this Here. Oh, let me put those away. Okay. There we go. Casing's finished, everything finished. Okay, so now we have 4 of them. Got you. And you are not going to be powered with UHV anymore. No. You'll be powered with UEV. Disconnect that wire because that's an explosion waiting to happen. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I can add transformers everywhere, right? Like, what is this machine doing? I don't even know. This turns my hydrofluoric acid into chlorine. Yeah. Okay, so don't mess with that. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to make a. I should have crafted some UEV dynamo hatches. I have a 16 amp one. Okay, I'm just making it into a 64 amp. So I'm gonna take the power up there and then transform it down to UHV so that, for example, this stays UHV so I don't mess with it. But then I need to add some transformers here, branch off there, and then 1 branch off here. So I need a couple of three transformers or so. How much power do you need over here though? I will give it a big transformer, like a 16 amp one or something like that. Because I can and might as well. Yes. Highly ultimate high amp transformer. Yes, you. Give me 10 of you. Well, why are you so expensive? What? Make 4 of them? 3. I only need 3. Just 3. It's not that expensive. I'm just being weird. Oh, speaking of expensive, how's our net quadria doing? 5 million. Okay, see, I just had to turn off the extremely unstable crafting nonstop, and then my Naquadoc gas. I still have to fix this now that I think about it. We have a ton of it backed up, but it's not going to last forever. As long as we have a source of these two, which is what most of our Nequadria was getting, spent on, then we should be okay. But now that I disabled the nonstop consumption of Nequadria, it's built up again to 6 million or so. It's pretty good. So, when are you going to get upgraded? That is a good question, and I think I might as well do that right now. Oh yeah, this is a thing that it should not be working, but it is, and I'm not going to touch it. Because if I touch it, that's something's going to blow up. So I might as well increase the power for this because you're now connected to a big power thing. You're only getting 8 million. Nah. You're getting more power. How much should I give it? Hey, Extreme. 256. Do it. I don't care. Do it. We ain't no wuss here. We're going to start pumping power everywhere reasonably as we can. Okay, good thing I did that. Oh man, 600 seconds. Hurry up. We got some time to spend. So the dynamo hatch, I believe, is finished. Yes, but I can't plug it in yet because we need the transformers first. Because I'm not gonna remove anything else. It's just going to be all of this transformed down to UHV. And then 1 right there. because this whole line is going to be like UEV, and then the UEV wire is going to go right here for the what do you call them? The UU matter producers. I'm taking your advice, by the way, Extreme. I'm working on praseodymium, which reminds me, I might as well start working on the replicator. I don't think I've ever made one. I haven't even made the single block version. It's time for us to work on Mark IV fuel. By the way, that I don't think the title is the stream title really says that. That's why we're doing level maintaining, is to get to the Mark IV fuel, because I want more power so I can start speeding up everything. What do I replace? One of the B stuff. Yeah, because we looked at it before. Oh, we need tier 2 coil. Okay, well, that's just one of the steps we have to do anyways. I figured that we're kind of ready for it. I say kind of, but then noticing the tier 2 coil might be a hamper. I guess we'll see. What am I trying to get rid of? Oh man, don't tell me that. MFSU, get out of here. I don't use it for anything else. Let's take a look at it. It's NAC reactor coils, I imagine, right? Fuel refinery, and then advanced fuel restriction coils. I imagine this is what we need. Coil 2. At a glance, it doesn't seem bad. But I guess we'll see, right? I guess we'll see. Okay. So, we might as well start crafting this. How much do I need for the fuel refinery? 32. Okay. We also need to research this. Fuel restriction coils. I need the first one. Crafting 8. Sure. Okay, and we'll set up recipes for this. So if I want to make 32, at a glance, it doesn't look expensive. But it is a lot of infinity, so we'll see. This dense infinity plate is a vending machine. Circuit 9, right? Right there. I have no idea if my vending machine can even deal with that. Yeah, yes, you can. Oh, we can totally craft it. Oh, man. Yeah, it needs a lot of UHV parts. Which, I guess that's where the expensive is. Oh, it needs fuel generators. Am I out of fuel generators? I crafted like a whole bunch of them. Oh, yeah, you do. You totally do. Okay, that might be an overnight craft then. We'll get it started. Oh, don't. Oh, you're gonna do that, right? It's gonna keep complaining about missing buffers. You have to just click on enter immediately whenever the recipe starts up. We'll at least start the recipe and we'll see how far we are off. Excuse me. Oh man, it's a lot of infinity catalyst. Still crafting those those pumps or those motors. Looks like lots of stuff is pattern size 1. So You're telling me pattern optimization matrix. What does this even do? Like, is this worth? Because I don't want to be setting up all my patterns. I imagine that's what it's doing, right? Like I can get a cost and then I don't know. I don't know. I think a quest tells me about it. Because I'm like changing all the pattern sizes manually, and I don't like to do that. My eyes hurt, number 1. I haven't even set myself up with this. Main reason is that you need your whole auto crafting thing to be on scripts. Oh, okay. Oh, because it doesn't really care. Like, hey, oh, I see what you're saying. So it's not gonna care that regardless of input bus hatch size. Okay. I'm kind of curious where, like, what are you doing? Crafting 1. That's funny. So there's some things that I should definitely upgrade, like you. Even then, I don't know why if everything is cribs at that point, it already has infinite buffer. Yeah, that's what I was like imagining. Isn't that how cribs works? Like it's like oh, it recognizes it needs to make that much stuff, so it just pushes everything at once. So it doesn't matter anyways. But this is one of the things that can be upgraded. It's making 1, but I can totally make more than 1. Ew. Can also upgrade things. I would have to take power from somewhere. Okay, so that is how it works. Okay. That's just going to take some time replacing some things. And also the component ass line being like that doesn't help. That is why I like increase the power by a huge amount. Oh, it's almost done. Oh, we'll see how fast it crafts now. Okay, it started using like 100 times more power. You need to give it 1,000. I already did. It was like doing 2 million or something, and now it's doing 125. I'm trying. Hang on. At this point, can you just use no? You can, right? Well, can you use cribs? Isn't cribs just better to use here? Yeah, because look at this mess. So I totally can. How many input buses can I cram in here, though? Okay, never mind, because of the amount of circuits that I need. Unless I can, I still haven't moved my 2 coals from, yeah, because I don't know how I'm going to do it with all these circuits. Oh, no, I can totally just put the circuits in there. It should be okay. I don't think there's any conflicts. How fast are you now? Okay, it is 4 times as fast, I think. That's pretty fast. Tungsten steel can be crisp. Oh, really? Why? It makes no sense. You have space for 8 buses, so it's 9 minus 1. Really? Okay, well, I'm not gonna touch it because it's doing some very important things, so don't mess with that. Okay, so this is gonna take a while. We know this. Yeah, this is gonna take a while. So come back to that. Let's get everything else ready though. Okay. So we can still set up the matter producer things. UHV energy. I'm going to use UHV power for now. And this is going to be level emitted. Not level maintained, but level emitted. Okay. And transformers is what's waiting on the UHV pump. This is crafting. I can research this now because we have the replicator. That one and the data stick. I think I spent the last 100 hours in Magic Land in GTNH. Still? Is it the same things you were talking about last time? I know you talked about it. Something about Aquarium, I think. Or is it someone else? I don't remember. I think I remember. I recall you talking about it. Craft this now. Yes. Ew. Quantum anomaly. Please tell me I have some. I have 2 left. Okay. I'm gonna have to do magic somewhere because of the. I pretty much told myself that whenever I unlock this quest. No, too far. This one over here for the opticals. And once I start getting to infinity stuff, that's when I'll do magic, because this is a lot of magic. You need like to do basically everything. So that's pretty much what I'm like stalling for magic wise, is for me to unlock the infinity stuff. Until then, I'm not really doing magic. At this point, I'm like, we're already there. Just finish it up. Oh, nice. Craft one of you. No, I don't want to make these. Oh no, these are annoying to craft. Gotta happen though. Oh yeah. Piconium screws. Head. Put that in the screw shaper. I am running out of screw shaper space. Rhenium Naquidol carbonite bolts. That is solidifier as well. Platinum cable. So what's gonna happen with all of these recipes here? Because I saw that one of the upcoming updates is that they're going to make a new multi-block just for cables. How's that gonna work? Is that gonna break all the recipes in here in our ass machines? That'd be funny. Okay, we can craft it. So what does this quest tell me about the pattern, whatever? Move 40% of your past 0 recipes to new machine, I guess. But I'm finishing the pack without moving this. You're still in 2.7? Or do you mean moving from 2.8? Okay, yeah, it pretty much tells you here. Pattern optimization matrix. It's like, yeah, this is not reverted, and don't do it on things that you shouldn't do it on. Yeah, okay, never mind. Try 2.8.1 with a test migration, but my whole base is just a mess. A2 fluids are flickering. I haven't really had that issue. Also, this thing kind of crafted pretty quickly. What is this? High voltage current capacitor. Particle containment casing. Generation coil. Resonance chamber 3. Modulator 3. That. Element. Why does this have so many casings? Wax. I'm not going to do that though. Oh, everything's finished though. So, what am I looking for? Coil. One of you, and I'm going to research this. We get the advanced one, and then that's going to be an overnight craft. Texture for UHV, UEV components looks nicer in 2.7 and 2.8, I think. Really? I forgot about that link, by the way. The shameless advertisement link. It's funny though, because that video is outdated, but it's also like my most well-performed video. But it's outdated because I don't use texture packs anymore. I took them off because they broke with 2.7, I think. Or 2.8. One of the versions that all the textures I was using broke, and I just haven't really bothered looking for anything else. And let's try to craft everything. Can't craft you. Oh no, the amount of study that we're gonna need to do is really funny, right? Put that in the but better option. Huh? So this one does need to be scanned. We need a resonance chamber 3. This. HV casings, really? Or HV fuel generators, okay. No idea what this is. I think I was trying the player interface and it did not work out. Resonance chamber. I need 25. 24 for crafting, and then another one for study, for research. Okay. Next up, let's just make progress. So matter generation coils, you need to be 24 of you. High voltage whatevers. Circuit 16. Go. I need 20. Particle containment casing. Also circuit 16. 24. Go for it. Modulator 3. Pattern terminal craft. Everyone's favorite. Do I even need to craft that? No. We have Tiberium dust, right? Yeah. Yeah, I don't need that recipe anymore. Bye. Oh, don't lag on me now. Thank you. Modulator 3. Thank you. Fabrication casing, got plenty of those. You finished? Yes, I can research 1. Thank you. And then craft 138 of you. How dare you? You can't make a annealed copper cable and whatever that other one is. 4x tin cable. It took so long to think about it. That's funny. wire mill number 4. I do have space. I just need to give it a pattern capacity card because it's still on an old interface. You're still on UHV power also. Oops, I threw it in the storage. Right there. Okay. So now can I craft these? 138. Thank you. Okay, we can craft everything. Looks atrocious, but honestly it isn't. If it uses anything that's not in the UHV tier and above, it actually crafts very fast. Relatively quickly. I should really upgrade my PCB factory also. We're past the point of upgrading because we have nanites now. I'm gonna drink tea. I'm not drinking water today, I'm drinking tea, sweet tea. It's pretty good stuff. What are you stuck on? Oh, you're stuck on the circuits. Did this break? I don't like how it never tells me. No. No, it's not broken. More advanced circuit boards. That's probably what it is. Speaking of upgrade PCB factory, right? How do I do this? Oh, you're so slow. I did not realize it was this slow. Yeah, that's a problem. So here's a question for all the late game enjoyers. So whenever for example, let's say the ore munchers. So these have very specific spots, right? For example, it wants the item input right here on the top, I think. And it wants fluid input at the very chimney looking thing. So if I were to use something like a cribs for whatever reason, can it fit in either one? Does it care? Curious about that. I don't know if I'm making making sense. And how does it work for things like it's just a random example I was thinking about, but like the ore munchers or integrated ore factory, sorry, I call them ore munchers. For example, this one needs items right there, but this one needs fluids. I guess it'll break, right? It's not going to work because the fluids are not going to be counted over there if I put it over here. I'm just thinking out loud. I don't think it'll work. Now that I like look at it. Oh, look at him go. Go. Craft. Pretty sure you're all crafting input bus. So it's doing this man's crafting as fast as he can. Still on passive ore machine. I know that's the preferred way to do it. I was just curious. I'm just using this as an example because it has specific spots where it wants inputs for items and fluids. I guess the main thing I was trying to ask is, can I put the crafting input buffer in both item and fluid spots? That's really my main question. It's just I'm just thinking out loud. Okay, why are you taking forever? Oh, it's probably because of the PCB factory, right? Totally what it is. I'm just curious let's look at the PCB Factory tier 3 probably. I don't even know how far I can take this. That's a lot of words, and I don't know how to deal with that. So at this point, we can... Oh, okay, hang on. How far do we go? So this is tier 2. All right. Reinforced photolithographic framework casing, which we can do. We can. How does this work? Tier 2 and 3 allow parallel by using extra nanites. Nanites have to be placed in a nanite containment bus. Uses 10 liters per second of distilled water and enables default overclocks. Thermosync uses 10 liters per second of supercoolant and enables perfect over. Okay. So if I want to craft this one over here, infinity cooled casing, it is not happening. So we can't do OC tier 2 yet because we don't have space time or hypogen. Not yet, at least. Bio upgrade. Yes, isn't that what I have already? I do have the bio upgrade. So we can do this one. What about tier 3? Radiation proof photolithographic framework casing. The UHV assembler. We can probably do this, but it is pretty pricey, so I don't think it's worth. I'll study up on the PCB Factory off camera, I think. Need space time, does it? Or what? For tier 3. I'm gonna believe you. Mostly because I don't want to work on it right now. It's not my focus. This is taking a while. Okay, I think we do have to work on a better PCB Factory. Yeah, it's the bottleneck. Absolutely the bottleneck right now. Because it has a lot of elite circuit boards to work through. And it can't really do anything until it crafts those. And each time it makes 46, it takes 18 seconds. Not for tier 3, but to get to the benefits of tier 3. Okay. So would you suggest to just make tier 2 and then obviously overclock tier 1 because that's what we have already. And then bio upgrade, which is also what we have already. You can effectively only use it up to tier 2. So we might as well just make tier 2, right? For now, until we move on. So I think this is our upgraded one. And then start using the nanites. Yeah, we need to do this. I'm gonna cancel this and we'll work on better PCB Factory. Because look how slow this man is. Look at him. Hurry up. Only 9,000 per hour? No. I still have tier 2 on Kevlar. 8 billion. It looks like everything at minimum in your base is consuming 8 billion. One machine of yours consumes more power than I generate. That's funny. And you say not optimized. We're gonna do this. I'm also not gonna worry about configuring it like this. I'm just gonna move the thing. Not giving any multi under 2 billion a U-tick. That's those are definitely words to live by. I think I'm gonna move the PCB. Excuse me. I think I'm going to move the PCB Factory somewhere else because it's not in a good spot right there. And we have a lot of space over here, so I will move it over here. And I think I'm just going to build another one, honestly, so I don't shut down. So I don't shut down my base while trying to move it and then I break it. So we'll just we'll set it up from scratch. It should be cheap at this point. Yeah, okay, so this is what we need. Glass, we'll set this to 18 because we might as well use the cheapest glass. And I think this is what we're looking for, right? So this is everything we'll need for it. Doesn't look too bad. Because we can't upgrade the tier 2 thing yet. We have bio upgrade, this one, and tier 2. Yes. Okay, cancel all of this because we're not going to get praseodymium today. I will come back to it though. We need all of this juicy casings. There's a lot of casings here, relax. Nanite containment bus. That should be finished pretty soon. Okay, craft you. Extreme engine intake. 12. Hear me out. Is there a way for me to another what do you call it? Another feature request? If there's any devs watching. Oh, there is. Oh, that's what I was thinking. Okay. So you can just request it. Make like a dummy car. Oh. Oh man, I love this. Love this mod pack. So I'll take out anything that I don't really care for. That's so cool. I didn't even think about that. Who cares about input bus? Then we already have a PCB Factory. Hold that with me. Input hatch. We're going to use cribs and stocking inputs and whatnot. Then give it something that I don't really know how to craft. Like we'll use an infinite spray can. Just a dummy. I think that's it, right? And crafting. There. Okay, and we'll try to craft spray can. Okay, so you need to be that, and then nanite control module, and research that. Data stick. Hurry up. Speaking of hurry up. So your 2 billion EU attack is putting my blast furnace and vacuum freezer to shame. How much power am I giving these guys? Oh. 500 million? That's shameful. So sad. That is so sad. Oh well. Also a big reason why I'm trying to get to Mark IV NAC fuel. Oh, and also whenever I actually get the NAC fuel going, that's when I'll set up the other 4 NAC reactors. So we're gonna have a total of 8 NAC reactors. I can totally extend this if I really wanted to. 8 NAC reactors, and I might even just build them like in front of them to get more. Running with Mark IV fuel. What are you doing? I think you're generating power right now, right? Stuck or something? How come you're taking forever? Or is it the creature that's not doing anything? Oh no, it's you. You're taking 120 seconds. Hurry up. I say hurry up as if I'm not giving it more power to speed up. Tell you what, let's try to craft everything, because I think right now we're just missing a couple of things like that, right? Yeah. We'll just make the rest of the patterns dense, whatever it needs to be. Like that goes in the bending machine, circuit 9. Quantum chest 4. Recursive crafting moment. Decay warehouse one. Quadruple your European plate. Molecular, whatever. We'll get rid of those. That was for the relay, which I'm not really using anymore. Input bus UHV. I'm surprised I can't craft you, but I will. Circuit 1 S machine. Highly ultimate voltage chest buffer. Another molecular craft. I'm not used to these. I saw something that I can replace though. It's the biolab stuff. We don't really do that anymore. And then quadruple your European plate needs bending 4, but I don't think I have a bending 4 bending machine. No. So what I do is I have a bending 2 and I can turn double plates into quadruple plates. That's what I usually do. There you go. Like that. And I don't think I have a European double, right? No, I don't. That's funny. There's also bending 2. All right. How about now? Yes. Oh, and also the thing to research it, the nano control module, did finish. Get a data stick and research. Mm-hmm. Thank you. There. Okay, and now I can craft spray bottle. Or the temporary one. Spray can. Okay. How expensive is this? Doesn't look too bad. But it's a good thing we had a lot of infinity crafted from somewhere. I don't know where, but we had infinity ready, so I'm okay with it. Fluorinated samaric concentrate dust? What? Or what? Ohmium. Ohmium. Isn't that something you can get from Space Elevator? Yeah, Mark II module, you totally can. So we're up to this one, Mark 9. And we can technically craft this. No, we can't. Never mind. Distance is 40 to 80. So let me adjust it so I can get a Holmium. And I'm going to be honest with you, I have not been paying attention to this at all. I don't know what this is doing. What distance are you? 91. If I put this to 80, can I still get Infinity Catalyst? That's really the only thing that this one's doing. That's all I really care for. Yes, okay, so you're going to 80, so I can also get a little bit of Holmium. There you go. It is, and so the thing is, it's crafting card, but for some reason it keeps getting stuck. You know what that means, right? Level maintaining. So I'm just gonna do level maintaining because this is clearly not working. So what I'm going to do is so the drone needs to be in an input bus, right? Turn it off for a little bit. I might as well adjust you too while you're here because you never work either. So this is what I need. So we have an input bus. Yo, don't tell me I have to pick up every single one. Not happening. Okay, so this one we can put the drone 6 and this one is drone 9. And then each one has stocking fluid, and then I would put a stocking input bus. Right? Make it advanced because I can. Like that. So this one would have no. This one is going to have drill tips and alloy rods, Nakoda alloy. Then you have those and those. If you put stocking bus / hatch, you can easily swap out drones. It was my understanding that it doesn't, like stocking bus doesn't work with the drones. Is that not true? Mining drones must be placed in a regular input bus. Neither linked nor stocking bus. It works, but it doesn't share more than one mining module. Oh, really? Okay. What happens if I have more than, I guess I just have to make more than one. Okay, so this is what you're saying. Oops. I can leave that there. Like that? Does it work like that? I'll gladly do whatever it takes to reduce the amount of hatches and things I use. And we have another one in storage for whatever reason. I don't know why I have another one, but we do. Okay, that's I think one of the VOD watchers commented on that, and it's a good thing to bring up. So remember when I had this the cutting issues? I think it was last episode or 2 episodes ago. I remember where I tried to do the cutting thing and it wasn't working. I think what the audience member was saying was that whenever I set it up like this, I put it in here. Because there's 2 stocking input buses, this one took it, which means that this one wasn't able to access it. So that's how it works. It actually does pull the item, and it keeps it away from everywhere else. That must be what's going on. I don't know. It's just something to think about. Okay, so this guy has mining drone. The drone tier's none because you're missing things. Okay, and then we go visit the level maintainer and get this thing actually set up. Let's take a drink. I'm gonna need another one. Oh, our spray can is done, which means the PCB factory is ready to get set up. Let me take off the spray can so I don't go messing things up. Bye. Put you there. Uh-huh. And then what I'm looking for is a way for me to passively craft tungsten steel rods, drill tips. And I want to stock N24 because I can. I want you to craft me 64 at a time. And we'll see if that ends up working. 10k each is just the minimum. Yeah, you're probably right. But we know I'm not a very smart player. Hey, and it gives you opportunity to laugh at me whenever this inevitably fails. Hey, you don't have enough whatever's. There you go. Yeah, but for whatever reason, the crafting card was like it just never wanted to make Nequatria rods. I don't know why. So I guess we'll see if it actually does. I'm not sure. Well, we'll leave it there. And then radon plasma. That's also probably why we have radon plasma because oh, you know what? Hang on, let me turn off the filter. Because at this point we have infinity chests, so I can do that just fine. I don't really care about that. That means I'm gonna get so much more stuff, and then my storage is gonna get filled, and then I'm gonna cry about it as well. Oh, okay, it is crafting now. Okay, now this should be working. It's not because I didn't turn it on. Sir, why aren't you working? Are you sure it works? You also said that you're not pulling. It has the items. I have a feeling it's because of the drone thing. Auto pull. Isn't that what it's doing by default? Oh yeah, no, don't do auto pull. It was working already. No, yeah, it's working. It shows up with a bunch of items and it's not highlighted. If I'm able to put a filter, it's on normal operating mode. So I have a feeling it's because of the drone. Let's try it. Yes, you can do both. Oh, I actually know something that someone else doesn't. Yo, I'm moving up. Yeah, they work as both. You can just toggle it though. Okay, so this is clearly not doing anything. So I want to try it. And then maybe they fix it in 2.8 because you did mention that you're in 2.7. Maybe it works differently. That's what it was. Okay, so you do need separate buses. Yeah, because this thing isn't doing anything, even though it has 2 drones. It's sad. I mean, it's just one extra bus. It doesn't really matter, but it is kind of sad. I get you. And now it's gonna make me go out of my way, open an inventory, put one in, take one out, just so I can space elevator shenanigans, right? I think this one was going for diamonds, mostly. I honestly don't know what they're doing, honestly. They're kind of just existing. Okay, now it's working. Yeah, okay. It doesn't really use a lot of power, right? That's cool. Okay, so this is going to be our holmium situation. I mean, we're already crafting it through the samarium line, but I'd rather, like, why craft it when you can just passively gather it? Right here's my chest of goodies for the PCB factory. Then at this point, just dump everything. Clear your inventory. Inventory's a mess. Put everything back in inventory because everything is for the PCB factory anyways. Now, where's this going to go? That's a very good question. I don't know how to answer. Right here. Next to my elite Thaumcraft setup. Check it out. Oh, yeah. You guys have never seen such a good Thaumcraft setup. It's so good that I'm not going to rip it apart. No, it's going to be there. Okay. So, how the heck? You didn't save your settings. Like this, right? Kind of a big multi-block. No hatch. Okay, now where is this gonna go? Good question. No idea. So 2 blocks back, and then somewhere over there. So 2 blocks back. 3. Right here. And I'm just gonna place it down until it makes sense. Oh, I have to tell it over here, right? I'm gonna assume that this is by default. I want liquid cooling. And then bow chamber. I also have to put tier 2. So I need 2 of these projectors. No hatch. There we go. But you just need to move much. 1, 2, 3. 3 blocks to the left. 1, 2, right there. Here, 2. Then I want this to have that one in bow chamber. Trace size. You want the one to save materials, right? But take longer to fabricate, so make this trace 50. Can't count how many time anomalies I place everywhere without this magic. What's a time anomaly? Oh. Is that the fastest world accelerator you have available in the pack? I'm assuming, yeah, right? Okay, I think that's a good spot for it. Build it. Depending on what? Oh, you're gonna make me put hatches down everywhere, but I think everything else is built, so we're good to go. Trace size 50. It'll. I'm aware. That's what we have. That's what I have the original PCB factory set to. It is trace size 50. And I did adjust the recipes for that. So it's just 2x the output, right? But thanks for reminding me. Goes all the way over here. Jeez, it's kind of a big multi-block. Bottom. Okay. So, maintenance hatch. Where did I put everything? I think I put that in the. I was putting it in the middle, right? That, and then a cribs, because we're rich now. There we go. Enjoy. Then I need a bunch of those photolithographic casings. Need more. Is that not where I'm putting it? Energy hatch. I don't even know where anything else goes. Input hatch. Yeah, it's doing the old method, yeah. Then output bus. That one. Energy hatch. We'll give it 2 UEV energy hatches. Unless it can accept a multi-amp. Supports multi-amp, okay. In that case, give it a laser. And then I can adjust it as I need. Don't craft to 1,000. I just need 2 mirrors. Give it a 1638 laser source. Then a target. Do I not have a... I'll have to search for it. Yep. Okay. Where is it? It's over here. So then you put an output bus. And then a laser target hatch. There. Then Damascus. Hang on. Does it go all the way to the bottom? Kind of funny. Hang on. Type energy or exotic energy or input bus or input hatch or maintenance hatch or nanite. Oh, nanite bus. It needs a nanite bus. So this one is you just hold nanites on there, right? What, the nanite bus? It goes all the way to the ground. It's not the mill. And I need another photolithographic casing. There we go. Why are you broken? Structure depends on non-existent subchannel enable OC tier 2. Well, that's what we're not using, so that's okay. It might be you. I think you need a stocking input bus as well. Hatch. The 3x3. 5x5. Yes. Yeah. Then I would put stocking input hatch right there. Please face down. This is for the distilled water. I think I have to put the water here, right? Is that how I have it over there? I don't remember. Where's my PCB factory? I lost it. It's over here. Yes, yeah, you have a stocking input hatch and then energy output bus, input, maintenance hatch. By all means, you should be built. Yeah, I needed the stocking input bus, I think. There it is, running fine. That's what I like to see. Okay, so power, I'm gonna move it over here. Laser target. And then face down, everything face down. Just expose the bottom so it looks a little cleaner. Starting from there. Good. Yes, okay. So I want this power to come off of, it can be anywhere now because they're all sharing. They're all with the backbone. They all have the same backbone power, so except you. No. Some of the branch offs don't. Like this one doesn't. So branch off of one of the center wires. Right here would be good. Yeah, this one. The laser source hatch. Then I would need how many mirrors? Let's say I'm going from here. 2 mirrors. Exactly why I crafted 2 of them. Bunch of those, okay. So turn this off. For like 5 seconds, ruin your entire base. Turn it back on. My base did not get ruined. That's good to know. That mode, cables. Select you. Go. And one back for the mirror. Mirror. Back. Mirror. Go like this. Now, I would love to give this 8 billion power like Extreme is doing, but I can't support that. So you're getting 512 amps of UV. We'll try there. That's already that's like that technically is 100 times more power than what we're giving it already. Yeah, it is 100 times because right now we have like a single UHV energy hatch, and now it's 100 times that or so. So we can do 100 times and not 1,000 times. We're not there yet. I would love to, but we're not. Before I plug in power area, actually, here's you go. UV 1638, UV power as well. Lever colored as well. Yes, you're good to go. Okay. So this guy has power. You're connected. Trace size is 50. Big PCB factory. And then connect everything to AE2. Don't need this anymore for whatever reason. You have some channels, so I can do that. Select you. Music is quiet, so I'm going to remove the song from my playlist. Too quiet, even though it's a song. Go right over. Black cable. Okay. So how does this containment bus work? I'll go output slot. That is. What? How much can it store? Hang on. Capacity is 2048. Holds nanites for use in multi-blocks. So I guess it depends what kind of recipe I'm doing, great. Tier 2 and 3 allow parallel by using extra nanites. Nanites have to be placed in a nanite containment bus. The formula for parallels is the amount of nanites to the power of 0.75, rounded up. Sure. So what kind of recipes am I going to be doing here? So the one with Kevlar, because we don't really have a good source of Radox. I'm going to stick to Kevlar because we get it for free pretty much. So this is the one we'll start doing. So we need silver nanites. Does not get consumed in the process. I assume I would give this silver nanites, right? Optical circuit board. Oh. PCB Factory tier 3, so we can't do this. So it's basically all of this. Okay, so let's copy all the recipes here. For Kevlar, go down the list. So we need that one, we need this one. I need to double the output by 2. I'll do that right now. Well, actually, it's better to just do it as I go. So this one is going to be 20. 14 times 2. Keep going. T times 2 is 40. Kevlar. This one 27 times 2 is 54, right? Yep. So whatever this color is times 2, 39 times 2 is 78. Do I know my math? Yes, I do. I do know my math. Kind of surprised. Advanced circuit board times 2. Kevlar, and this is the last one. This one times 2. This one as well times 2. Then I would put those here. Let me make a silver nanite. That might be tricky now that I think about it. We need a tier 2 nanoforge, but I don't remember if our nanoforge is tier 2. Pretty sure it is. Tier 0? What? Are you lying to me? Tier 2. Oh, it is tier 2. Make a silver nanite and see how long that takes. Might need to give it more power though. Nanites. You need Radox. Oh, I remember someone complaining about this Radox polymer lens. I need to make this. Lathe. UEV power for a lathe. Can you even do that? Where's my lathe? Where is it? Didn't I move it? Yeah, I think I got rid of it. I don't remember if I put it back down though. It was right here. Yeah. I moved it somewhere. Where did it go? I think we're missing a lathe. It's right here. Hey, you don't have the right power for this. Hang on. So I think I can just give you another energy hatch, UHV energy hatch for it. There. So if I try to craft you now, Radox polymer plate. Be a fluid solidifier. Oh, it's now called something else, right? Fluid shaper, not solidifier. Excuse me. How much Radox do I have? Not a lot. Is it crafting? Yes, you're crafting. Okay, so it does step up to UEV power. It's good to know. Then we put this lens over in the nanoforge. Glowstone nanites. And no, don't worry about that. There you go. For crafting, you take 300 seconds. Oh, wow. That's going to take a while. But before I get that ready, so getting more nanites is for parallelization, right? Using extra nanites. So as long as I have just one silver nanite, then it's not going to consume it. Oh, also I need to give this connections over there. I believe it's for distilled water, right? Distilled water. Okay. So I don't think I'm gonna deal with more than one silver nanite. That seems a little too much for me now, because it's a big power sink to craft these things. Even if you give more energy to the PC Factory, it won't use it if you don't give enough nanites. Okay, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna worry about the nanites for parallelization. I I guess we'll see how fast it works. Unless I do have to give it nanites, and then I actually have to start crafting this. You can give it 8 billion. You and your 8 billion EU would take. Speaking of 8 billion EU a tick, I think it's time for me to take a water break. I don't know how those two are related. I was just getting thirsty because I'm out of water. So I'm going to take a quick break, stretch my legs, and then we'll wait for the silver nanite to finish up. Go take a visit here. That should be ready pretty soon, actually. We may have to come back to the nanoforge and have it crafting me silver nanites nonstop, maybe. It's also not getting that much power. And we're getting to that point where it's like, I thought I had a lot of power, but then I found that we don't. Everything needs crazy amounts of power to like work faster. Yeah, this one can definitely get a little better. Okay, but I'm gonna take a quick break, refill my drink, and then we'll come back and we'll see how good this upgrade is. And then maybe we'll decide if we need to upgrade the silver nanites. No, I don't. So you're saying 8 billion EU a tick? Of course you are. Anyways, take a quick break and I'll be right back. Thank you. Wait.
Your left window is higher than your right. So it's like the
Wait, something's off. Wait. Hang on. Wait, I can fix this. 2, 3, 4, 5. The left one is correct. Am I gonna keep it?
That's all I can think of is that face.
Look at the name of the interface. I'm flocculating. And so what it is, to make sure that we only get exactly 1 million poly whatever, I have a piece of paper named I'm flocculating. But every time I look at it, I laugh so much. It's just funny.
Oh shit. That shit's using the restroom, bro. Oh god. Okay.
Just taking a dump on Unkill.
Oh my god, no! Oh no! No! Okay,
No.
watch. Oh my god.
I saw it. It was a woman.
I died.
It was a woman?
Yeah.
Okay, god, I hate this.
Okay.
I hate this.
He does look kind of constipated.
It's 'cause,
Okay.
like, I'm standing
Go-
up straight.
Okay, first go to the left, and then you see a board, and I guess we only have one guy level, so we're doing that one.
This
Okay.
is how I crouch. This is the button for crouching.
Leo, turn around.
Difficulty.
Look at that
You want hardest or just
No, we're
medium?
gonna die.
Wait, Leo, look at that on.
Hold on. I'm trying to do things.
You gotta look at that on. He's doing something.
What did you do?
Okay. What was that? There's so many mobs in here. What's going on here? What the heck is this? Okay. We're back. Thank you. Okay. So, do I put this in the controller? Is that how it works? Or do I put it in the nanite containment bus? No idea. We'll try it in the containment bus, and we'll go from there. So, what I want to do is start taking out the recipes of the original things. Right here, right? I think all I would do is just boom, there it is. Nanite containment bus, interesting name, maybe for containing nanites. Who knows? You know what? I don't know how to respond to that. You got me there. Okay, let's try to craft a circuit, whatever. Well, you know what? We might as well try to work on optical circuit boards for the next quests, right? I think that's what we have to do anyways. So let's play around with that. Requires PCB Factory. What are you talking about? I have 2 of them already. What? Dude, this is what I get for not completing quests. You're gonna make me hold 72 photolithographic framework casings just to complete the okay, fine. Don't rip apart the other one yet, because it's probably needed. Yeah. I guess while we're waiting for this to craft, random conversation for the night. So today at work, we did what's called a physical inventory. Let me drink before I actually start talking. And the whole idea behind physical inventory. So we're a production plant, right, that produces parts for vehicles. And once a year, one day in the year, we pretty much have to count like literally everything in the plant to like have a record of it. It's something to do with financing, so that they can track like what's on the floor, how much money they have stocked up, or like things like that. So they basically stop production for everybody and they make us count one by one. Scan units, make sure they exist, things like that. So that was pretty much today. I had to go in extra early for work, and I never go early for work. So I was like, I'm still sleepy because I'm not used to it. Yo, we get some boards, thank you. Just a random conversation. But I did get some pretty good practice in, counting, not just in English, but also in Spanish. So pretty good stuff. Get to work on this. Tairitsu, that sounds like tiramisu, and now I want that. I want to eat that. I'm not the only one that thought that, right? Bending. Okay. I think those are pretty cheap power-wise to craft. Okay. And let's see if this actually works. Yeah, it was today was pretty much just a day full of counting. I show up to work, you know, they make all the office folk, you know, people like in like the engineers, the managers, people like that. Anyone that has most of their work is in the office. They make us show up, and then we have to pick up scanners, and then we pair up with an operator, and we count, scan, count, scan, count, things like that. Taking you so long. Oh, you're slow. It is my solemn vow. So whenever I upgrade my power, this is going to be one of the first things that actually gets more power. And that's just the funny thing about the EBF, right? Like, you can totally just always give it the same power that you produce, and then like it just never, like, where do you draw the line? And it's like really tricky to figure out where I should draw the line for power draw. Do I just give it my entire backbone? There's nothing stopping me from doing that. That's gonna take a while. At some point you want to get 10 of them. 10 what? 10 of everything, right? Totally understandable. Okay, but it is becoming pretty apparent that power is our next major upgrade that we need. More EBFs, MEBFs is a 4-to-4 overclock technically. So you're saying it's better to just spread the power between them, right? So that you so instead of dumping all the power into one of them, it's better to make more and then spread the power between them, right? So if I were to give like one of them 1 billion EU a tick, it's better to just give 2 of them 500 million. Right? That does make sense to me. Okay, I didn't consider that actually. So you're saying quadruple MEBF. Yo. I don't think they can even wall share, right? Isn't this one of the few ones that don't allow wall sharing? Or did they remove that? You got me thinking now. That'd be so funny. Oh, you know what? Infinity coils. 2 MEBS at 2 billion consumes 4 billion. And it's the same speed as 1 mega. Okay. So that maybe that's just one of the upgrades that I've been neglecting for a while. Making another, like, more MEBFs. And I guess the same goes for vacuum freezers. Basically anything that isn't like anything that isn't perfect overclock, it's better to just make more of them. Believe that's what you're going with. 2 to 4 overclocks are really bad. Okay, so anything that isn't perfect is best to just spam. You have to get 10 more MVACs. Okay, so it's not doing anything. You have everything, right? You have everything, So this is where I'm thinking it. Maybe one of them needs to be in the controller. And then all of the extras need to be outside the controller. Maybe it's input separation. You don't need input separation because there's only one of you. Portable overclocks make machine spam completely unnecessary. Okay, that's good to know for like very late game stuff. It's like understand the difference between perfect and imperfect overclocks. So things like chemical reactors, right? You really only need like one technically because it's perfect overclock. Okay, this recipe's not running and I don't know why. Circuit 2. Circuit 2. Are they all circuit 2? In that case, I'm curious if it actually works out. So don't blow up here. I need a 1 per circuit before cribs, though. Now I can technically trim it to a single one and give it crazy power. So that's one thing I want to understand about, you know what, I'll just leave it here, about cribs. But I'll come back to that. As in, like, how does it deal with recipe conflicts? If at all. Oh, you need to be circuit 2, right? Do all of them are all of them circuit 2? But within, I mean, conflicts within the same buffer. So, for example, if I have like, let's say this is in a chemical reactor, and I have like 20 circuits in here, I guess 9 circuits in here. Does it conflict with each other, or like how does it know to do one circuit versus the other? Is my question. This is just min max, right? At that point, you might want to add 2 of them. For example, this is what I'm thinking. So for the like laser engraver and fluid solidifier setups. So how I have like 1 for each one. Is there a way for me to combine them? Like, does it know how to separate here? If I have more molds. Or is this how you do it? When you have like 1 mold per crib. These are things to think about. Proxies is probably where you want to go. Okay. And proxies, that's a little ways away, right? Yep. So 1 crib per circuit. Okay. Yeah, okay, that's what I was thinking. But at that point, the proxies is what like is hilarious, right? Okay, so the issue here is that it needs circuit 2. I think I can just give the circuit 2, but I'm curious about all the other ones if they are all like that. Circuit 2, I guess it depends on the tier, so I can tell the circuit 2. It seems pretty fast. We can pick this up for another quest, right? Now the ultimate test, did it actually consume my nanite? You better not. But now I'm curious, does it work if I have the nanite in the controller? I imagine it doesn't, but I'm curious either way. So let's make a BioWare bio board. A board. I guess the one that was taking forever was a lead circuit board. So let's say I make 1,000 of them. It does. Okay, it does not recognize the nanites in the controller. Good to know. But I was just curious. There we go. Lead circuit board 54. Is that how much per craft? Is it really using that much power? I think so. No, I guess it is. seconds. Okay, so we, I think we do want to increase the nanites so that it just makes more stuff. Because I still feel that's a little slow. But why do I feel like it's using more power than it probably should be? That the trace size is 50, right? Takes longer to fabricate. That's probably what it is, right? Okay, but we always want better resource management than speed, I think, when it comes to this. I mean, it did craft 1,000 pretty quickly. Okay. I'm gonna trust it. So, like rock exposed photonic chip at this point is forge hammer. Okay, this is where I'll come back later. Trying to think here. So this whole episode started off with me wanting to get praseodymium, right, for the replicator. So can I set up the replicator yet? Do I have everything? I think it was taking forever for the casings there. Need to make 24 of you. And then everything else is ready, right? Yeah, except for this 138. But this does work. 3 seconds for every 54. I think you really do want more nanites, right? Yeah, you're gonna want more. Let's say 5,000. How long does it take to make 5,000? So 5,000 divided by 860. So this would take 5 minutes to make that much, or 6 minutes, just say round up to 6 minutes to make that much boards. That's not very fast. So I think we really do need the nanites, right? So, which tells me not now, because we need a lot of power to support this, but once I get the more power, then I'll set up like level maintaining this as well. And it does perform perfect overclocks, so this is what we were talking about. Just spam energy. Okay. Okay, good to know. We're not going to upgrade the power yet, though, because that's just asking for my base to shut down. Because I'm pretty sure we're, like, stretching the power kind of thin at this point. I mean, not really. But as soon as we turn on the blast furnace and everything else, then yeah, we're going to consume a lot of power. Okay. What else can we do? I guess I will work on continuing the quest line, because it's really just hanging out here. Oh, we're close to optical circuits. Hmm. Okay. So I guess we'll work on that while all this other stuff is crafting, just for a little bit. So for the raw exposed optical chip, I can't do this yet because can't. So this tier 7 water, tier 8 water. So we have to do this recipe in a UHV forge hammer. We do have a forge hammer. Think it's passive though. Yeah, no, it's not. It's on craft. Okay. So this needs to be upgraded to a crafting input buffer. so that now it can accept fluids. And then you also need to upgrade to UEV power, which I think I can just give it another UHV energy hatch. Oh. Oops. I forgot about that. Give it another UHV energy hatch, excuse me. Like that. Like cables to that. There. And paint it red. Then I need to give it the anvil. Hope it didn't damage itself so it doesn't not build. Then I can set up this recipe in the forge hammer. You would imagine that it doesn't work because you're like smashing very delicate wafers, but you know I didn't create the pack, so I'm not gonna complain. Okay, so if I try to craft, are you there? Okay, if I try to make raw exposed whatevers, you need to make photonically enhanced wafer. Oh no. Hang on. Laser engraver. Solar light splitter. I can probably do this, I think. I can put this recipe right over here, put it in the one with all the weird things. I think I even named it weird. Yeah, this one. All the weird things is here, and I can just add that there as long as nothing conflicts with it. So if I look up photonically enhanced wafer. Yeah, it does not conflict, so I can leave it there. But I still need the what do you call it? Solar light splitter. ASP machine circuit 1. Oh, you're gonna make me do all this stuff, right? Laser engraver, what? So blue lens. I have sapphire, right? Sapphire, it goes right there. Okay. Green spectral, radiant glass, and laser. Okay. Look for. I think olivine would work. No. That's a specific one. You're looking for a green colored lens. That one. Red spectral component. I imagine that is a red lens. One of the first ones, right? Yep. Okay. And that did craft. Take that out and put it in the weird spot. There. Make sure that nothing conflicts with this either. No, it does not. Okay. So if I try to craft a exposed optical chip, you need to make glowstone nanites, which is a forge recipe. You need to be double compressed glowstone. That is a compressor. Compressed glowstone is just regular glowstone. There. Thank you. Okay. Am I getting glowstone from somewhere? 25 million. I don't know. I think I put a B for it. Now it's crafting nanites right over here. At least I hope it is. 200 seconds. But it does make 64. I'm okay with that. Okay, and what else do we need here? Actually, we're technically pretty close to the optical, right? It's expensive as heck, but we can craft it, which is kind of funny. But we're not ready yet. So what I really need to do, once I get power, one of the next things I want to focus on is more fusion reactors, because one of my biggest bottlenecks is titanium. I've actually resorted to crafting this off camera or overnight. And this stuff is super slow, and we need it for a lot of things. It's also duranium, so getting more fusion reactors is going to be great. Maybe just upgrade our like compact fusion 3 and then go from there. I think might be pretty good. Is what I'm thinking. Okay, but what else do we need to get to continue here? Stopping the infinity bleed. Not happening. Base pumping module Mark 1. I already have it, but I'm not gonna break the one I have. At this point, optical processor, we can need to make in a circuit assembler. Optically perfected CPU space assembler. Awakened draconium. Don't stare at the beam. Forming press. A whole bunch of expensive things. Of course. Of course. It's almost done. Okay. I guess once this is finished up, we can end the episode for today. But I do want to at least get this going. And then next time, I think next episode as well, set up the what do you call it? The fuel refinery. So we're going to need those coils. Yeah, 32 of you. And this is going to take a while, but that's exactly what an overnight craft is meant for, right? As for what power I'm going to give it, that's a good question. Use higher tier coils to unlock more fuel types and perform more perfect overclocks. So does this tell me what overclocks this gives me? Overcraft this stuff, and then I believe that's all we need to set it up. I think during my lunchtime tomorrow, I'll log back in, and then I'll see what kind of things we need to get this going, like how much power we need to give it, and things like that. And then I will also work on upgrading the power here so that I'm able to actually transfer everything into our battery bank up there, right? And then slowly but surely make a dent in the UHV capacitor. We're getting pretty close to completing this, but it is very expensive still. But I will craft something to make a dent. Maybe one ultimate battery. How expensive is this? Oh, we can craft one at a time. I can probably just craft all of them at one time, right? Yup. Okay, but both chip is done. This is just a completed quest. Super fancy technology, extremely delicate, and I'm out here holding it with my bare hands. They should add a feature so if you right click any like delicate thing, it destroys it by accident. Just don't hold anything. Okay, this stuff I'll set up recipes for this, but I think we need more power because this is also very power hungry. If I keep adding things like this. So I will also try to craft some ultimate batteries. Try to get this capacitor going. 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it gonna let me? 6, 7, 8. Okay. Okay, we got it started. All the expensive stuff. We just had to separate the craft. It's these batteries that are so expensive, man. Oh man, look at that. Oh no. Okay. I think we're good here. Lots of overnight crafting. We should have the replicator finished, the coils finished for the NAC reactor, and maybe a really good progress on the UHV capacitor. This is going to be the fun part. So chances are, whenever this gets set up, I have to figure out what to do about the streamer switch. This is what prevents our base from shutting down. So I would have to think about how to deal with that. I don't know how to deal with it yet, but yeah, I'll think about it. Anyways, this is a good time to wrap up the episode. I appreciate everybody's time and support. Tomorrow will be another stream. Tomorrow, no, tomorrow's band practice. I'm sorry, my days are all mixed up. Thursdays is band practice, so next stream will be on Friday. So hope to see you guys there. Have a good night. Take care, and I will see you. Bye-bye.